Board games, you know what the best thing about them are? The little bits and pieces and everything that are in there with them, the little cardboard spots where you take them around and move them, and then the dice and everything else. But every once in a while, you're like, you know what? Cardboard's not quite enough. Wood, not cutting it. You know what does cut it? Miniatures. Miniatures are sometimes the greatest things in a game. You don't need them in every game. No, they're too much. But every once in a while, you get a game and it's like, oh, this miniature is what it needs. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to throw down that extra $40 just to get the miniature sets. We do it. Why? I don't know. Because we do. Guess what? I found out I have 10-ish games that have such things in them. So I'm going to rank them from 10 to 1. Number 10 is going to be the one that's kind of a cheat. It's going to be Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a dragon. I'm a golden dragon. I'm a golden dragon. And I got a silver dragon. I know, Dungeons and Dragons is more of a role-playing game. It is not quite a board game. That's what I mostly do. What people think in this area is board games, not role-playing games, but still. I needed to get to 10. This is 10. It's a game. It fits. But sometimes when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you need the little miniatures running around. You got your little character going spot to spot and everything like that. And you got the big giant monsters. Oh, look at these guys, man. Look at this golem. He's awesome. Look at all the other little things we have. It's great. But here's the thing with Dungeons & Dragons, why it is 10th as well, besides not being really fully on this list, but I needed a 10th. You don't need it all the time for Dungeons & Dragons. Sometimes it's just on your mind and you're just like, I don't need a map. I don't need a map full of dudes doing stuff. No, you're just like using the words and the minds and the visual images that are coming through. So that's why a lot of times you don't need the sweet miniatures of Dungeons & Dragons. But when you do get them, unpainted, they're painted. You can paint them yourself. It's all over the place. I've got a smorgasbord of things all over the place. But hey, I'm going to say this. My son, was it this one or was it this one? No, my son painted this one. I'm happy for him. This one is one of my favorite ones I painted. Dungeons & Dragons, number 10. That's why it is great. Now, number 9. I got a little bit of issues with it. I need to make a video about it, but it's on the list because it does have miniatures. It is a good game. Everyone seems to love it. I have tons of issues, and I do own it, so it is Mage Knight. Why Mage Knight? It comes with some pretty sweet pre-painted miniatures. They are pretty slick. They are pretty cool. And also there's like little castles and other things in their wells. There's a ton of cardboard in here too. But man, those little minis make it great. But at the same time, I don't know if I really need it for Mage Knight, but they're in there. They're cool. Mage Knight, I have issues with you, man. I have a ton of issues. I need to do a video about it. I have like 5 games that I have like problems with. I should just make a video of it. I'll do someday, but number 9, Mage Knight. Number 8, it's another slightly problematic game. This one I think had more like problematic stuff on the front end. I've heard a lot of stories, but no one's really confirmed anything about this game. But it's got a ton of minis in it, and it can be kind of fun. And that's why it is. Let me get this monster up here. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is a game where you're moving around, you're trying to solve the mystery of Ichabod Crane and all that other stuff from there. Look at these sweet, sweet minis. They're pretty cool. There's a ton of them, but here's my problem. This is why it's so low. There's not a lot of variety. There's some really cool minis. They've got this weird little thing on the bottom where you can attach a spinner thingy and do the health. Spinner thing being done and it goes all over the place. Doesn't quite want to stay in place. They fall off all the time. It's pretty cool. I haven't painted it yet because there's a ton. I like to paint. It's one of my favorite things to do sometimes. When I'm having a really bad day, I like to paint. So that's why I have a lot of painted minis. But anyways, Sleepy Hollow has a lot of cool miniatures. They do have a little bit of problem. It's kind of hard for me to get this game to the table. It takes a lot of time to get up, a lot of setup. A lot of people don't know it. So unfortunately, that's why Legends of Sleepy Hollow is all the way down here at number 8. Number 7 almost didn't make the list because I kept forgetting it. It's a game that's so wonderfully done and so well crafted that I forget there's actually minis in the game. And I have 2 sets of this game. Horrified. All the monsters you could have. First of all, American set, you got the Mothman. Here's the thing about the Mothman. I grew up outside of Point Pleasant, down the river from it. So I grew up knowing about the Mothman myth and everything. So anything with Mothman in it, and especially a miniature of Mothman, gonna get on this list. But the miniatures are so great, even with the Universal Classic ones. It's great. They make the game so much better. You can take them around, especially with the Frankensteins, the Frankensteins, and the Frankenstein's monster's wife. You can take them and it's like, oh, I'm in love. You got the creature from the Black Lagoon. You got the Invisible Men. Then you've got the Jersey Devil. These miniatures look great. They're fun to be around. Have them in the game. It feels like the miniatures are so much better and so much needed compared to the cardboard people you play as. I think that's a great dynamic for this game. You playing as the little cardboard, and then you have to go against these well-crafted minis. I think that kind of sets this game how it should be played and how you think about it. Because of that alone, that's why this game gets kicked up to number 7. It's a little low on the list because I keep forgetting that they have minis, but that's part of the why this game is so great. Horrifieds, these two, plus the other ones that are out there, Horrified, awesome. The next game I feel has a kind of a, it's got this, everybody thinks of it as a mass market game, and it's kind of not that, it's a mass market game, it can't be that great, but you know what, the miniatures in it, awesome. You know what else is better than Mothman? Mothra! Mothra! Yes, a game with Mothra scores massive points. In Godzilla Tokyo Clash, you are trying to battle each other as monsters and kaijus and take each other out, going back and forth, slamming each other through the city as the creatures. I think it's really great because you got these giant, compared to the rest of the board, you've got these giant standees, these monsters that are coming through with little cardboard tokens that are in the way and just smashing everything. They've got the buildings that are miniatures and the little satellite things and the radio place and the power stations. Everything that is important in this game is a miniature or has some kind of plasticky miniature part. That is what's great. Everything else is cardboard. That's fine. But those miniatures are great. Look at Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Megalon. Of course, Mothra. That's why this game is so great. It needs to get more attention, more love. Miniature-wise, solid choice. Number 6, Godzilla Tokyo Clash. Number 5, I actually love number 5 as a game. I love it in general. I think people sleep on it. A lot of people don't realize how good this game is, and a lot of times they just overlook it because there's so many games in the Cthulhu-verse and Lovecraftian ways, but I love Fate of the Elder Gods. Look at the amount of minis you have. Look at the Cthulhu in this game. There's actually 2, one for regular play and one for solo. The solo one, my daughter painted. Family paints together, works together, lives together, has fun together. That's enough. But there are so many minis. I have not even touched most of them. I've just painted the monsters because painting monsters is fun. But there are so many minis in this game. Makes it feel like they're so important once they start stacking up and starting to get in the middle, starting to get in different areas. I don't think if you had tokens, you would just stack them up and you wouldn't notice how cluttered in certain areas there are. But with these miniatures, they get into the way, they get into your house, they get into your lodge, they get into the center, they get into the outer worlds. This game is what miniatures should look like. Everybody should go out and play Fate of the Elder Gods. This is one of my favorite games, and the minis make it great. Number 5, Fate of the Elder Gods. Number 4, most people are going to figure out what's going to be on this list by miniatures and high-end games and stuff like that, but this has to be on anybody's list who likes miniatures. It is... Oh, I need a forklift for this one. Maybe. It is Scythe. Stonemaier did a great job with the miniatures. A lot of people may have issues with the game, but honestly, the miniatures make up for it. Look at the miniatures. I have spent so much time trying to paint these things. Yes, painting them has made it better. Look at them. All the factions are different. They're all designed different. They have great little designs. All the animals, everything about these miniatures is great. It puts you into the scene of some dystopian 20s mech verse in Slavic-y lands of dystopia and just as you travel around trying to gain resources. Details of the characters, the mechs. Oh, good job, Stonemaier. Number 4, Scythe. Number 3 was kind of a passion project for the designer. I know this. I've talked to him a few times. He was living in North Carolina for a while, so I got to meet him and stuff while they were doing stuff on it. And when it came out on Kickstarter, I was like, is this going to be great for $99? Is it worth it? Oh my goodness, yes, it is worth it. The components, and then of course, the miniatures in My Father's Work is worth the $99 that I paid for it. It is phenomenal. This is one of the few games I don't really want to paint the miniatures in because they are so well done. They've got that finish on them, the shading, and it just looks so good. I want to paint them, but man, look at those miniatures. They're all so nice and tight, such quality design on them. I remember seeing some of the artwork when it was in production and how they look, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. Then when you got it, I was like, oh man, these things are awesome. I would love to put this higher, but I have games that I play more often than this. Even though everything is so good, it takes so long to play this game, and it is a multiplayer game. It needs to be a multiplayer game, so it doesn't get out as much. But man, those minis are sweet. I like the little guy with the beaker. All right, I'm gonna put a picture of over here of him. Do you look alike? Or do I look like Igor? Probably more like Igor. But My Father's Work, number 3. Solid moves. Number 2 kind of drove me insane for a while. I always liked this game. Never been able to pull the trigger to pay for it because it is expensive. It's like base game is $60 and all the expansions you can get with it. And I'm like, then I gotta sit there and paint it all. And then for Christmas, my sister bought me the base game, and I spent 4 months painting, going insane. Amy, I'm looking at you. You drove me insane. Not really. I enjoyed every second of it, but I wanted to finish it so bad. And at the same time, I was painting Scythe. I was like, which one do I want to finish first? I finished them both at the same time. What is this game? Of course, Mansions of Madness. I was talking about Insanity. What isn't great about Mansions of Madness miniatures? They are so well designed. There's so many of them. They all look weird and creepy. Someone got the arms like, and they're like, you paint them up. I've got, as you can see here. Then you got your investigators. They're all like normally kind of people, and you just like put them on those boards. You lay out the board, put a miniature on it, and there you go. Then there's like other creatures on there, and you get the big giant ones. This game needs the miniatures. The miniatures in it make it what it is. I think if you had they've got little token people in it. And you're just like, man, those are just side people. Those are just people that you can find. But you like getting those big statues and just going, moving them, space to space to space. Yes. Oh no, I need to shoot this monster with the shotgun. Shotgun blast. There you go. Number 2, Mansions of Madness. The minis make this game. The app helps out. I know you people don't like apps, but I don't mind the app. Mansions of Madness. I had 2 expansions in here. Immediately bought them, immediately painted them. All the goodness, number 2, Mansions of Madness. Number 1. I have spent way too much money. You can't really tell what it is from this. It's not Warhammer. You're kind of thinking, oh, this has got to be like Warhammer-y. Nope. Unmatched. I have fallen hard into the Unmatch-averse. Is that what it's called? I'm going to coin it with the Unmatch-averse. I love Unmatched. I love the characters. Look at the little miniatures and all these things. You got Bigfoot. I love Bigfoot. Bigfoot's one of my favorite characters. I love it. You got Dracula. You've got the Invisible Man. You got King Arthur. You've got all these characters from other different universes coming together. You've got Marvel. I don't have any of the Witcher ones. I'm not a big fan of the Witcher. I would buy it, but it's just not my thing. But you got a ton of Marvels. You've got the Buffy people. Ninja Turtles are coming soon. Guess what? You've got Mothman. You got Mothman and Tails Zumaze. Gotta have Mothman. He's ruining my life, yo. He's in multiple games and ruining my life. Him and Mothra. Don't know what it is, but these miniatures are great. They make the game so much more fun. You see where you are, moving across the board, trying to move in different zones, taking on your opponent, trying to take them out, get them down to 0, using tricks and spells and different actions. Unmatched. The miniatures are so great. They put you into the game, and you think you're that character. The Raptors, I love all 3 Raptors. My daughter loves Medusa or the Raptors. she plays a weird version of the game where we have to try to attack her and she just runs away and plays follow the leader. And she has a story for everybody. And she's going to be embarrassed when I say this, but when she was much younger, she would make the Raptors fart on everybody and then run away, never doing damage, but she wanted to have the Raptors fart. Yes, Isabella. I told the story. I have an addiction. I know. I've only got it down to 10 games that have miniatures. I'm going to try and keep it that way, but of course, unmatched. I'm going to get the Ninja Turtle set coming soon and everything else that I might want to get. But tell me what you think about all this. What's your favorite game with miniatures? What games that you think need miniatures? Are there games that have miniatures you're like, I don't need those miniatures. Let's get them out. Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments, please. I am needing so much help right now. Please help me. I need to support this habit of miniatures. I need to get up to a certain amount of numbers so people can start sending me games. I'm looking at you, Restoration Games. I need more. I don't want you to send me games. You don't have to. I'm going to buy stuff from you. You know it. I've talked to you online. It's going to be that way. I'm going to buy it no matter what, so you don't have to send it to me. Also, I feel weird if I did that because I'm not that good yet. They're still cool Restoration Games. And also Fantasy Flight. I know Fantasy Flight's never going to send me anything, so Fantasy Flight, Restoration Games, good peoples. Am I ever going to end this video? I'm just going to keep going and pausing and keep doing it. Actually, it's not because I have a beholder here and he's kind of messing with me. I'm a beholder. You're going to be taking over your mind and you're going to send Jeremy all the games that he wants. Send him all the games.